have you come over to the temple. If you can climb up, I want to show you some graffiti. If you're listening, I've frequently mentioned the Edict of Milan, 313 AD. Constantine, in collaboration with Licinius, issued the Edict of Milan, which made Christianity legal for the first time. That did not abolish pagan worship. Pagan worship continued. If you folks can climb up here with me. If not, you can walk around. But the graffiti's up here. So slowly, over the centuries, paganism was abandoned. It didn't happen instantaneously. These pagan temples continued to exist for as many as 300 years. Eventually, imperial decrees banned the worship of pagan deities and sacrifice. So slowly, the temples were relegated to nothing. Nobody was going to these temples. So as a consequence, we begin to see some of these temples are converted. We have two different kinds of conversions. We have direct conversions, and that is where the standing materials of a temple are then repurposed, typically with two walls that separate a nave into flanking aisles, typically with an apse and other features to make it, accommodating for Christians. At other times, we have indirect conversions. An indirect conversion is where the materials are reused to build a church, a basilica. That's an indirect conversion. But what you see in many of these no longer used temples are Christian graffiti. And so you can see on these walls where there are crosses that are etched into the wall. And I also want to point out two Greek words that we can see over on this wall. So you have to get a little bit closer to see these two Greek words. The first one is the Greek word phos, where we get the word photography. Okay, translated simply means light. And then the next one, zoe, it's the Greek word from which we get the word zoology. Okay, and that means life. Light and life. Of course, that's the Christian message, right? This is what John is talking about in his gospel. In him was life and light. So we see that etched upon. This is graffiti. This is added during the Byzantine period. We can't precisely date it. And then you see dozens of other crosses out and around it.
Can you say that again? Just real quick on the light and light.
Okay. We have a Greek word here, phos, which is light. Another Greek word down here called life, or zoe, life. Light and life, which is what John was telling us in his gospel. In him was the light. He was the light of the world, right? And in him is life. So in this world of darkness, paganism, of course, a world of darkness, we have the light of the gospel, which gives us true life. So like I say, I think it's an interesting piece of graffiti.
Thank you.